In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains lies an abandoned church, long forgotten by humanity. Locals whisper of divine power trapped within its crumbling walls. They say anyone who enters never returns, consumed by a divine force seeking retribution. The church was built by an enigmatic preacher who claimed to have spoken to gods, but his ambitions angered them. Cursed by the divine, the preacher disappeared, leaving the church to decay. Emily Green, a young journalist, and her best friend, photographer Jake Morgan, decide to investigate the church for their online documentary series, Legends Unveiled. Armed with cameras, flashlights, and determination, they arrive at the church just as a thunderstorm brews, casting eerie shadows on the moss-covered walls. As they approach the grand broken doors, Emily feels a strange pull, like an invisible hand guiding her forward. Jake hesitates but follows, his camera capturing the foreboding atmosphere. As Emily and Jake step inside, the air grows heavy. The interior is eerily intact despite the decaying exterior. Rows of pews remain untouched, and a grand altar stands at the far end, its surface covered in intricate carvings that glow faintly. Suddenly, a low hum fills the room. Jake raises his camera, the lens capturing flickering golden orbs hovering near the altar. "Emily," he whispers, "something's alive here." Emily approaches the altar, her heartbeat pounding in her ears. She runs her fingers over the carvings and feels a surge of energy. Her vision blurs, and a voice deep and resonant echoes in her mind. "You have come to release us." Jake shouts, pulling her back to reality. "Emily, your eyes, they're glowing." Before they can react, the golden orbs form into a humanoid figure, radiating divine energy. It gazes at them and speaks. "You meddle with what you don't understand. Leave or face the wrath of the forsaken gods." Refusing to leave, Emily demands answers. The figure introduces itself as a Cariel, an angel once cast out for defying the gods. It explains that the church was built as a sanctuary for forgotten divine beings, but became their prison when the gods cursed it. Emily realizes her connection to the church, a lineage tied to a mortal who once communed with these forsaken beings. Icariel reveals that she is the only one capable of breaking the curse. Jake urges her to leave, but Emily feels compelled to help. Icariel warns that breaking the curse will come at a great cost. Emily must absorb the divine energy within the church, risking her humanity. Determined to free the trapped beings, Emily begins the ritual. The church trembles as divine energy floods the room. Jake is thrown back, and shadowy figures, remnants of vengeful gods, emerge to stop the ritual. A fierce battle ensues. Jake uses his flashlight and camera as weapons, capturing and dispersing the shadowy entities. Meanwhile, Emily struggles to contain the overwhelming power coursing through her. Icariel fights alongside them, shielding Emily as she completes the ritual. With a final surge of light, the shadows dissipate, and the church falls silent. As the dust settles, Emily collapses, but awakens to find the church transformed. The decayed walls are restored, and the air feels lighter. The divine beings have been freed, and Icariel thanks her for her sacrifice. However, Emily notices a change within herself. She is no longer entirely human. Her eyes shimmer faintly, and she can hear whispers from beyond. Icariel explains that she is now a guardian of the balance between gods and mortals. Jake vows to stay by her side, documenting her journey as she navigates her new reality. The two leave the church, now a beacon of hope, ready to face the unknown together. After leaving the church, Emily and Jake notice that strange phenomena begin occurring across the country. News reports detail sudden appearances of forgotten deities in urban centers, some peaceful, others wreaking havoc. Icariel appears to Emily in a vision and explains that freeing the divine energy has awakened other forsaken gods across the world. Some of these gods are benevolent, while others embittered by centuries of neglect. seek to reclaim dominion over humanity. Emily's role as a guardian becomes clear. She must travel to these hotspots and mediate between gods and humans, ensuring peace while preventing destruction. Jake suggests turning their journey into a series of documentaries to spread awareness and gain public support. Armed with their camera, courage, and Emily's newfound abilities, the duo sets out on a cross-country mission. Their first destination is Chicago, where the Norse god Thor has manifested during a lightning storm. Initially revered by the locals, Thor's unchecked power starts causing destruction. Emily and Jake confront Thor atop a skyscraper. Emily uses her connection to divine energy to challenge his arrogance, appealing to his sense of honor. The confrontation escalates into a battle, with Emily using her newfound powers to hold her ground. Eventually, Thor recognizes Emily's divine lineage and agrees to stand down. He becomes an ally, offering his strength to help restore balance in the chaotic world. As Emily and Jake continue their journey, they encounter gods from different cultures: Bastet in New Orleans, Quetzalcoatl in Los Angeles, and Hecate in Salem. Each encounter presents unique challenges, as Emily must navigate the gods' complex emotions and motives. Some join her cause willingly, while others require persuasion or confrontation. With each mission, Emily's powers grow, but so does the burden of her role. Jake becomes her anchor, reminding her of her humanity and the importance of their mission. News breaks of a catastrophic event in Yellowstone National Park, where the ancient titan Cronus has awakened. Consumed by rage, Cronus threatens to unleash destruction on a global scale. Emily gathers her newfound allies for a final confrontation. The gods unite, combining their powers to challenge Cronus. The battle is fierce, testing Emily's strength and resolve. In the climactic moment, Emily channels the collective energy of the gods, using it to seal Cronus within the earth once more. The effort leaves her weakened but victorious. With the crisis averted, Emily reflects on how much she has changed. She realizes her mission is far from over, but is no longer alone. The gods, once divided, now stand united to protect the balance between their world and humanity's. Jake uploads their final documentary, which goes viral, spreading awareness of the divine presence and Emily's role as a guardian. Public opinion shifts, and humanity begins to embrace the forgotten gods once more, fostering a new age of coexistence. As Emily and Jake prepare for their next journey, they look toward the horizon, ready to face whatever challenges come next. Months pass, and Emily notices an alarming trend. New deities, forgotten even by mythology, are emerging. These are gods created by human emotions: fear, greed, and despair, manifesting as dangerous entities. In New York City, one such being, Umbra, born from collective human anxiety, begins to engulf the city in darkness. The air thickens with fear, and panic spreads as people lose their sense of hope. Emily and Jake travel to the city, joined by Thor, Bastet, and Quetzalcoatl. Umbra is unlike any other deity Emily has faced. It is formless and thrives on chaos. Emily realizes that physical strength alone won't defeat it. She uses her connection to the divine and humanity to inspire the people to resist their fear. As hope spreads, Umbra begins to weaken. With a final surge of her energy, Emily traps Umbra in a glowing crystal, ensuring it cannot harm anyone again. With the rise of new deities, Emily decides to create a council of balance, where gods and humans work together to maintain peace. The council is established in Washington, D.C., symbolizing unity between the divine and mortal worlds. Representatives from different pantheons join the council, including Hecate, Odin, Bastet, and Quetzalcoatl. Emily serves as the mediator, ensuring every voice is heard. Jake becomes the council's chronicler, documenting its proceedings for humanity. During the inaugural meeting, tensions run high as some gods resist the idea of equality with humans. Emily's diplomatic skills are put to the test as she convinces them that coexistence is the only way forward. Unbeknownst to Emily, Umbra's crystal begins to crack, releasing fragments of its dark essence into the world. These fragments take on physical forms, spreading corruption among mortals. Emily learns of the corruption after strange events occur: a sudden rise in violence, natural disasters, and human despair. She realizes that Umbra's influence lingers and must be eradicated entirely. The council agrees to assist her in tracking down the fragments, but Emily feels the weight of the world on her shoulders. Jake reassures her that she doesn't have to face it alone, and the council pledges their unwavering support. The fragments converge in the Grand Canyon, forming a massive shadow beast. It feeds on the despair of those who lost hope during Umbra's initial attack. Emily and the council arrive for the final showdown, each god contributing their unique powers to the battle. Emily confronts the beast, using her connection to both divine and mortal realms to weaken it. She speaks directly to humanity through a global broadcast, urging them to unite and believe in hope. The collective energy of belief empowers her, allowing her to dest.